Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports and another football video, and today I'm going over my Super Bowl 56 prediction. I'm sorry that I have not been uploading the last couple of weeks. I just have had a lot of adjusting to do getting back to school, and I really have been wanting to do videos, and I needed to get this out before the Super Bowl. I just knew that I needed to do a prediction video for the Super Bowl, even though my predictions for the playoffs have been absolutely horrendously bad. I still wanted to get this out for you guys. So again, sorry for the lack of uploads. I would like to get back to uploading more consistently, but my schoolwork this year has been a lot. So we'll see how that goes. But Super Bowl 56 is coming up, and this is the first year in a while that I really have absolutely no reservation on who wins. I usually have some sort of inclination of who I want to win. I usually have one team or the other that I either really like the team, or I really don't want one of the other teams to win, or there's a player on a team that I really like. Almost every Super Bowl that I've watched, I've had some sort of preference. This year, I have absolutely no preference at all. Joe Burrow is having a fantastic season. I really like him as a player. And Jamar Chase is a lot of fun to watch, too. I think it would be really cool if they could get a Super Bowl in their first year together. And Joe Burrow's first full season as a starter. It's a really fun team, and they're going to have a lot of future success. That being said, I am kind of rooting for the Rams, but not really. I think that Matthew Stafford has had a very unfortunate situation in his career, being with the Lions. I obviously don't believe Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Fame quarterback, because you can't do nothing with a team for 12 years and then go to a super team and win a Super Bowl and be considered a Hall of Famer. But I am very happy for him. I think that he's a fantastic player that hasn't had any chances really in his career, and this year he really has had a chance and he seized the opportunity. So I think it would be really cool to see either of these guys or these teams win the Super Bowl. The Rams also have a number of players that have had fantastic careers that have not worked out for them. OBJ was on the Giants. He went to the Browns. The Browns looked like they were potentially going to have a super team, and then nothing happened out of that. And then Eric Weddle was in retirement for a couple of years after having a very long career with the Ravens and Chargers, not winning a Super Bowl out of either of those teams. And there's a number of other players on the Rams that that came from other teams and haven't had their opportunities, or that have been on the Rams their whole career. And although they made it to that one Super Bowl a few years ago, they haven't gotten a ring yet. Aaron Donald has never gotten a ring. And so there's a lot of players on the Rams that have had fantastic careers and have never had the opportunity either to play or win a Super Bowl. Rams for the Super Bowl, I have the Rams beating the Bengals 27-25. In all likelihood, the Bengals will win because I'm picking the Rams, and I have not picked a game correctly since the wild card round. But I still think that the way that the Rams season has gone, they started off as the strongest team in the league. Everyone thought that they were the strongest team in the league until their 3-game losing streak. During their 3-game losing streak, I lost all faith in their team. Completely all faith that I had in their team was gone. And then after the 3-game losing streak was over, they went on to win 9 of their last 10 games. They are currently 15-5, so they were 6-4 at one point this season. And then they've won 9 of their last 10 games, and they are currently looking like, in my opinion, the favorites in this game. Both of these teams were the 4 seed. The Rams were 12-5. The Bengals were 10-7. So both of these teams had the 4 seed in their respective conferences. Both of these teams have beaten the 1 seed in their the Rams didn't beat the 1 seed, but both of these teams have beaten one of the top 2 seeds in their conference. The Bengals beat the 1 seed and the 2 seed, beating both the Chiefs and the Titans in the same playoff run. but both of these teams have had extremely tough roads to get here. And the Rams overcame their losing streak to the 49ers. I believe that they've lost to them the last 6 or 7 times leading up to that NFC Championship game. So they were able to overcome that, as well as beating Tom Brady, Tampa Tom, in the final seconds of the divisional round. And both of these teams, again, and the Rams also beat the Cardinals. So the Rams have won 2 divisional games in the playoffs this year. You don't usually see someone play 2 divisional rivals and win both those games. So, 27-25, you might think that's a weird score. I have the Bengals kicking a lot of field goals. I have them getting down the field a lot, and I have the Rams defense getting a lot of stops. I have how I think it's going to go down is I think the Rams are going to be, it's going to be like 20-14 going into the, not 20-14, 20-13 going into the fourth quarter. I have the Bengals making 2 field goals to make it 20-19, and then the Rams scoring a touchdown to make it 27-19. And after the 27-19, I have the Bengals getting down the field and going for 2 with less than 2 minutes on the clock and missing it, giving the Rams a 27-25 lead. That's a very obscure prediction, I'm aware, but my predictions have been off so far, so I figure let's make something crazy happen. I think that the Bengals are going to go for 2 to tie up the game, 27-27, miss it, and then the Rams are going to be able to kneel it out for the victory. That's not the most exciting victory in the world, but I think it would be a pretty interesting game. I also think that it would be really funny if it went to overtime 25-25. Not sure how we would get to that score. That seems like a pretty obscure score to even be close to. I think it would be hilarious to go to overtime 25-25 and have the Rams win on a safety. That wouldn't happen, but I think that would be absolutely hilarious and the best way for this game to end. But I'm really excited. I think this is going to be one of the most exciting Super Bowls in a while, partly because we actually have a different quarterback in the AFC. The Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and Patrick Mahomes have made it to most of the Super Bowls this century in the AFC. Like, not even like most of the, like the entire century. Like, a majority of the Super Bowls have been one of those 4 people. Ben Roethlisberger made it to 3. Peyton Manning made it to 4. Tom Brady has made it to 10. And Patrick Mahomes has made it to 2 or 3 at this point. That's a total of 17 Super Bowls this century from those 5 AFC quarterbacks alone. We have a new guy in there, Joe Burrow. And I think that I think that the AFC is going to open up a little bit in the coming years as Kansas City might be losing some of their pieces as the salary cap starts to impact them. And I think that the AFC is going to open up for a lot of new quarterbacks to get in there. I obviously, as a Patriots fan, would be excited to see Mac Jones get in there. I'd be excited to see Justin Herbert get in there. I'd be excited to see Lamar get in there. Lamar hasn't had a lot of playoff success in his career, so I'd be excited to see him get in there a little bit. I also think that the Steelers have potential depending on who they get at quarterback. I think that they might have potential to get in there. And obviously the Bills. I would love to see Josh Allen get into the Super Bowl at some point. Even as a Patriots fan, I think that Josh Allen deserves a chance in the Super Bowl. I think it would be a lot of fun to watch him play. And even the Titans, like, I don't know if they're going to be looking for a new quarterback or if Ryan Tannehill is going to be able to bring this team to a Super Bowl. But I think that the Titans have a lot of potential. So the AFC is going to be a big contest for a lot of years to come. So I'm very excited for it. And I think that this Super Bowl is turning over a new leaf. The first time in 8 years that the AFC is being represented by non-Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or Patrick Mahomes. So very excited for this game. I hope you guys are too. I'm not promising anything. There's a potential I might be streaming the game, but we'll have to see how that goes. But thank you guys all for watching. Sorry again for not really doing much on the channel recently, but I hope you guys are all well, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.